Even if you've used ChatGPT before to write essays and you know a bit about this, stick around because you might hear some things that you haven't heard before. Because I'm not just going to show you that you should use ChatGPT, I'm going to show you how to use it step by step in a way that's going to help you improve. So a question I get asked pretty often is, Josh, how do I improve my TOEFL writing score? And what I will do is that I will give my best teacher response, which is, what do you think you need to do to improve your TOEFL writing score? A very annoying, obnoxious teacher type of response. And then students will try to come up with the answer, and they'll have some ideas. Like, so for example, I need to learn a better template, or I need to paraphrase better, especially for question 1. Or I don't know how to start my essay. That's a big problem for some people. Or I didn't include all the information from the passages. This is especially for, again, question 1, the reading and listening. So what I find is that when I work with students, some of this might be an issue for you, definitely could be. But actually when I start working with students and I see their writing and we talk together, the issue is almost always related to grammar. I could have included vocabulary here because vocabulary is sometimes the issue too, but really grammar is the big one. It's almost always related to grammar, not only verb tenses, but just words in the wrong place, missing articles, a lot of different things could come up with grammar. So how do you actually improve that? So that's what we're going to talk about. But just so you know, the solution is actually pretty simple. You work with a teacher, you write essays, the teacher gives you feedback on your essays, you correct your mistakes, and you apply what you learned to your next essay, and you repeat this process. You just do this over and over again. You write, you get feedback, you rewrite, improve, think about it next time you write, you give it to a teacher, and you just repeat this process over and over again. But this isn't really possible for some people. You might not be able to afford a teacher, or you have a busy schedule and your schedules don't match. Whatever it is, I'm going to show you how to do this process on your own, even if you can't afford a teacher or don't have the time to work with a teacher. But before I do that, I'm going to shout out tstprep.com and our TOEFL Emergency Course Premium. So this is perfect for anybody who has about 1 month or less to prepare. There's a study plan included for 2 days, 1 week, 2 weeks, or a month. It has 6 practice tests, has a bunch of videos, tips and tricks and strategies, everything you need to get your TOEFL score as quickly and easily as possible. So if you're tired of wasting time, you're not sure how to start your studies, check out the TOEFL Emergency Premium. This deal is only for the YouTube audience, so you'll have a link in the description below to this page. It's only for you. All right, so let's keep going here. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about ChatGPT. Now, in the past, I talked about using Grammarly to correct your grammar, but that you'd have to pay for. ChatGPT you don't have to pay for. So this is a free way to check your vocabulary and grammar. Even if you've used ChatGPT before to write essays and you know a bit about this, stick around because you might hear some things that you haven't heard before. Because I'm not just going to show you that you should use ChatGPT, I'm going to show you how to use it step by step in a way that's going to help you improve. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to find a question bank, step 1, either TST Prep or ETS or another site. Find some questions to practice. Aim to write at least 3 essays a week. You can write more or less, but that's about a good goal, 3 I would say. And after you type an essay under the test conditions, upload it into ChatGPT. So what you do is that you have a prompt. So if you ever use ChatGPT, you have to write a prompt first. This is the prompt you use. I'm an English language learner. Please act like an English teacher. I would like to improve my English writing skills. I'm going to submit a sample of my writing. Please provide feedback on my spelling, grammar, and word choice. To be honest, you could just say the last sentence, please provide feedback on my spelling, grammar, and word choice. But by saying you're an English language learner and that somebody's a teacher, you are able to get feedback that's a little bit more towards your level. It might get a little too complicated if you just are too general. Now for this video, we're going to focus on spelling, grammar, and word choice, but you can also use this to find more ideas for vocabulary and grammar. You could say, please rewrite my essay. I'm reading the last sentence. Please rewrite my essay with better vocabulary and grammar. So not only can you get a feedback on your spelling and your typos and grammar. You can also have it paraphrase and rewrite what you wrote, and you can learn different ways of saying the same thing. It's another great way to get feedback. So, identify step 4. I'm looking at step number 4. Identify 1 to 4 simple goals based on ChatGPT's feedback. So, maybe you've done this before. Maybe you've put your essay into something like ChatGPT and you get all this feedback and you really don't know what to do with it. You're not sure what changed exactly maybe. You don't understand some of the advice it's giving you. It's hard to do on your own. So what you want to do is you want to break it down. And I'm going to show you how to break it down into just doing a couple things to make your vocabulary and grammar better and improve your writing. So what you want to do is that you want to break it down first into a paragraph. So usually what I do and what I recommend to students is that upload your essay, get feedback on your essay, and if it has a lot of feedback, if it has a lot of changes, just focus on one paragraph. Take one paragraph of your essay. So this paragraph on the left side here is the student's original essay, and the paragraph on the right is the new essay that ChatGPT spit out. And so what you want to do is highlight the parts that are different. So here, the first sentence says, many students have different academic objectives, and this influences when they need to choose their courses. Many students have different academic objectives, comma, which influences. So here, use which instead of and. So maybe that could be one of your goals. Check when I use and decide if it's better to have a comma followed by which. So next time I write, if I have and, maybe I write and too much, I'm going to check if it's better to just have a comma and use which. So that could be one goal that you have. It's just to generate ideas, okay? You don't have to be perfect. You want to pick 1, 2, 3, 4 things at most that you're going to try to do better next time. You're not trying to get everything correct and change everything so next time it's perfect. No, you don't want to do that. It's too much information. You want to have information that you can use next time you actually practice. So you only focus on learning a couple of things. I'm going to read the part on the left, the original. Second sentence. When they want to earn a higher grade, it is more probable that they choose an easier course, comma. On the other hand, some students prefer to enroll in challenging courses, comma, inclusive if they don't earn a high grade. So this is awkward, and let's see what ChatGPT said. For example, when they want to earn a higher grade, they are more likely to choose a more accessible course, period, new sentence. On the other hand, okay, and then change inclusive to including. So there's a lot of changes here, but one big thing that I notice is that it should be 2 sentences and not 1. So avoid using more than 2 commas in one sentence. That's the next goal that I have. Next time I have an essay to write, if I'm the student and I see I have too many commas in my original here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 commas, it's too many commas. Just try to have at most 2. If I have more than 2, then it's a problem and I should rewrite it or break it up into 2 different sentences. So notice how what I'm doing is that I'm taking all this information, all this good information that ChatGPT gives me and making it something that I can use. That's the big kind of problem with AI and ChatGPT is that it's actually just kind of too much information for a language learner. There's just too much to input. There's too much to get. So what we want to do is you want to break it down into just a couple of things that you want to try to do better. This is how you're going to improve. The last sentence here, it says, I believe the students can acquire better information and they can develop new skills. And so there's a period here, acquire is misspelled, and they cut the word can. Check if you need a comma or a period. So this seems to be a reoccurring theme for this student. Number 3. Is that they're using commas when they need a period. So that's something the student should really keep in mind next time. And also that maybe they don't need the word can. Avoid using the word can. It's not usually appropriate. You can just use a verb instead. So these are the 4 grammar goals the student found out based on their step-by-step process. Uploading the essay to ChatGPT, seeing the feedback, a lot of different things. Take my original paragraph, compare it to ChatGPT's paragraph, and see the similarities and differences. highlight some differences, identify 2 things, 3 things that you want to try to do better next time. And you just follow that process. It's the same process you do with a teacher. You write an essay, you get feedback, you correct your mistakes, you change it. It's the same process, okay? Pick at least 3 aspects of your grammar that you would like to improve next time you write. So pick 3 things you want to do better next time. And if you still need more help, check out tstprep.com. Courses, classes, teachers, more stuff, writing evaluations. If you want to talk to a teacher, we have them. So check us out. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate your time. And if you're ready to actually practice writing an essay, check out this video here. We can actually practice writing real TOEFL essays for the new TOEFL test. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.